August of last year, DHS came into my house along with Drug Task Force. They were asking me about my drug use. Of course, I had makeup all over these arms, covering my bruises and my track marks. Something at that moment clicked, and I said, okay, Tiffany, you don't have a job. You're not in school anymore. You don't have anything else to lose. This is it. They're already taking your kids. So why don't you get help now? So I told that lady, I said, I need help.
We deal with all the kids that get picked up, if their parents abuse them, or if they get busted for a meth lab and, the kids are in the home or anything like that. So we do see a lot of it. And recently we've had a really sad case where the kid was a teenager and she had gotten hooked on meth with her mom, and then she actually found her mom dead.
Crystal methamphetamines, more than any other drug, pushes the mind and body faster and further than either was meant to go. For almost 20 years, Oklahoma has dealt with the meth epidemic. In 2004, lawmakers passed a bill restricting the sale of pseudoephedrine pills, the main ingredient in the production of meth. Production in the state immediately declined to a decade low of only 148 meth labs found in 2007. But meth lab seizures began to rise again in 2008, and a total of 818 meth labs were found in 2010, about a 450% increase in just 3 years. The Oklahoma Bureau of Narcotics and Dangerous Drugs says the increase is the result of meth makers finding a way around the law. Cookers are using a new recipe to make the drug, a recipe that's faster, cheaper, and uses much less pseudoephedrine.
With the new method, a container this size could be the meth lab. Cookers take a container like this, wrap it in duct tape to minimize explosions, pour in their ingredients, shake it, and just like that, they have an instant fix. They call it shake and bake.
The stuff that's in your shake and bake that we put in our veins is absolutely lethal and deadly.
Jason Hart is a floater pharmacist for Walgreens in northeastern Oklahoma, where the majority of meth labs are found in the state.
If I had to ballpark it, I'd say probably 95% of pseudoephedrine sales are for the illegal distribution of methamphetamine. I'd say 1 out of 20 people that come in to purchase pseudoephedrine products actually have a medical necessity for it.
And while meth is no stranger to Payne County, OSU substance abuse counselor Karen Neekum says students don't seem to have an issue with the drug.
Meth gets you very quick. It's not a drug that you're using recreationally on the weekends. It's a highly addictive drug that has such debilitating effects to your mental capacity that you can't maintain your status as a student. So if a student's coming in with this, they're dropping out quick. And then I also think, meth is passed generationally as well in a family. Many people who are using meth don't even have the resources to go to college.
The OBNDD says most of the meth labs seized in the state are the shake and bake meth labs. Lawmakers have considered legislation pushing pseudoephedrine restrictions even further by making the drug available through prescription only. But few think any law is capable of stopping the drug.
I wish there was a way, but they'll just find a new way to make it. It's just such a deadly disease. It really is. And you gotta stop. People gotta stop.
They will find ways to adapt, or it would move to larger scale production.
It paints a grim picture for the future of our state, but in tragedy there's still hope. Tiffany, at least, is proof of that.
No, I'm just grateful. I'm so grateful. I have a life today. And I have the unconditional love of my family and my kids. And I have so much to be grateful for.